They don't have to believe that.
No, they don't.
They could be fibbing completely.
Yeah, and now it's turning into Predator from Alien and Predator, and
No,
it's
not.
got some sort of a device on its arm and it's arming it. I'm not sure that we're live.
No, I'm not sure either. Do you want me to?
No, yeah,
no,
yeah,
hello,
we
there
are
we go.
live.
Oi.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So we haven't been
Well,
talking.
that was a fun 20 seconds, wasn't it?
I know. Well, we have to fill this like moment with something until we figure out that everything's okay. So now, if people
We don't want to give our best material, then realise we're not live.
yeah, now if we know that people are watching, can you please tell us that the audio and the video is okay and all of that, and that everything
This is our best
fine.
material now that we know we're live.
Yeah, it goes downhill very quickly. Hi, hello. We're doing another live stream Q&A. This time with Elaine. Elaine's, I hate to disappoint you, she's not taller than me in real life, but
Am I
she is.
not?
No, but she is today.
I'm sitting on a bigger chair.
Yeah, Elaine's got the bigger chair because I'm taller than Elaine, so we thought we'll equalize it. But now I'm very tiny.
It's like when they filmed Bilbo Baggins, they had to film it from a long way away.
It's pretty much the same. This is, do you know?
Efka is really up close. No, what? I'm really up close, and Efka's a really long way away.
I thought you were gonna make the Efka's Peter Jackson joke
no,
again.
no.
No. By the
Not
way,
doing that.
if you're ever tempted to make that joke, don't, because it's so many times already. Hi. I'm pretty sure we said hi. But
So I can say hi again.
would you like to ask us some questions? Hey Edward, I see Edward from Heavy Elephant in the stream. I know it's Heavy Cardboard. I just deliberately mispronounced it. Yeah, I didn't mispronounce. Live streaming is hard? No way. It's not hard. It's easy. You're talking to professionals now, Edward. Yeah. How's it going? How do you feel about the Kickstarter? Terrified?
Great.
Great?
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel, Efka?
I don't know. I feel okay. I think it was an alright start. It wasn't like, we clearly slightly misjudged, I think, how much we've grown over the last year. Not very much, but we have somewhat misjudged. We thought we could aim for a slightly higher target, but right now I think we're doing okay. We're still on track for funding and stuff like that. So hopefully all of that's all right. We'll see. It's an adventure. Shall we talk about the stuff that we're going to be doing over the next month?
Yes.
And stuff. All right. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so we're obviously going to keep doing reviews. We know that there haven't been as much reviews lately on the channel as there should be. That's simply because we've been working on this Kickstarter stuff and like planning a lot of stuff out and making sure everything works well and is good. And so the first video we're going to have is Rising Sun should go live on Monday, I believe.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, and right after that we're going to be looking at a couple more games. So we're looking at Terraforming Mars. We're looking at Star Wars Legion, and we're also looking at Clans of Caledonia. So those are going to be the 4 sort of upcoming reviews, and we're also filming a sort of a guide to board gaming in London. And London stands for like any big city, but we're obviously close to London, so we chose London. And we thought that would be interesting and slightly different.
Yeah, and actually useful also.
Yeah.
Because I know something that makes me nervous before I go to any board game thing is not knowing kind of where it is, what you have to do when you get there. Do you have to wait to be seated? Do you go and sit down? Can you bring as many people as you want? Do you have to pay on the door? Do you have to...
Yeah.
I'm an anxious ball of anxiety. So... So
yeah, we're going to be looking at that and like...
So we thought that would be a helpful thing to do.
And also, you know, like weighing up the different options.
Can you bring your own food? Do they chuck you out if you do that?
I think if you can't order your own food, you probably can bring your own food. But yeah. Okay, we have some questions. Elaine, what is your job outside of No Pun Included? Can you tell us about the joy of working?
if it's something I can talk about. Yeah, I'm a government worker.
That's it?
I work in a library, yeah.
And what do you do at the library?
What do I do in a library? I make sure that people behave themselves.
Really?
I rule with an iron fist.
Yeah. I don't actually know very well what you do at the library, apart from the fact
Bimble around.
that you manage people. I know that much, yeah.
Yeah, no, so my job is to make sure that the library provides good customer service and that we are relevant in our community. There you go.
So there's another question. In preparing for our Kickstarter, Elaine,
yes.
Did we just straight up go, "Hey publisher, can I have some promos?" Or no?
No, we did not do that.
I mean,
we kind of did actually a little bit,
but I guess I think we mostly liaised with publishers who we've already familiar, because you go to conventions, you meet people and you talk to them and you liaise review copies and there's already a conversation line that's been established, so you're not just talking to people randomly. And there's different ways to approach publishers, obviously.
Give me a promo.
Give me a promo is one of them. Or okay. Another good way is simply just having a chat and seeing if you gel. And
don't go up to them and say, "I don't like your game, but I want free stuff." That's bad.
Exactly. Yeah, establish a relationship and then see where that relationship takes you.
And you also make maybe a friend in the process.
Well, you hopefully don't, because you don't want to be friends with publishers. Actually, no. Yeah. We have one friend who's a publisher, and that's complicated enough as it is already.
This is true.
So yeah.
Well, you make a good relationship then in the process.
Yeah.
That's a good business relationship. There was a comment that there's a lot of competition for Kickstarter board game. I know that. We know that.
Yeah.
But if everybody, that subscribed to our channel gave us $2, the price of a coffee.
Yeah.
Then
we'd be all right.
Then we'd be all right.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think you just have to choose the ones that you feel like you feel invested in.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the thing is, everyone has their own thing that they do, and yes. I don't think it's competition, because, for example, I know is Man vs. People Kickstarter still going right now? I think it is.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So they do a very different thing. They do a completely different thing. But I don't think it's
competition I think it's competition for your bucks.
Oh, right, I see, yeah. Okay. So, I don't know if any of us are competing, to be honest, because seeing the bucks that a board game makes on Kickstarter is just so. But it
doesn't feel like competition.
No, it doesn't feel like competition at all. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't even register to me, actually. It probably should have registered to me that Man vs. Meeple are going to be doing it at this time, or you want to pick a time that you've picked before, and it's sort of okay. Yeah.
That was a good answer, wasn't it?
Yeah. A lot of umming and ahhing, right? Yeah. Elaine, is James Bond confirmed?
A very, very dull James Bond.
I would be so surprised. Do you have any questions from the future? It is 9 a.m. Thursday here in New Zealand. Well, this is the question from the future. Yeah.
This is amazing.
I know.
Yeah, no, we're in the past.
Elaine's a big fan of New Zealand recently.
I love, I can't remember what the New Zealand name is. It's not called Road Wars. Traffic Cops, maybe. Yeah. I love it. I love it when they say, we're going to hunt down that dunger or whatever, and they use New Zealand words, and it's amazing. Oh, and the JTOC, the cameras. I learnt so much watching that. Yeah. But I can only ever watch, Road Wars or whatever when we're on holiday, because we don't have a telly. So, but every time we go on holiday, there's Road Wars on, which makes it feel like a proper holiday.
It's true. Elaine, people just won't let go, the fog of love thing, and they think that for some reason your opinion is going to be drastically different to mine.
No, it's not. We came up with the script together.
Yeah, we were, we mentioned, we were gonna film this together, but because, I'm talking over you.
This is exciting.
I know. Right? We were gonna film it together, then Elaine couldn't do it because work things, and then I did it on my own. But the script was going to be both of us, so
yeah. We had a good chat about it. We came up with what we wanted to say, and the script actually was written with both of us in it, as Efka said. But then I was at work and just couldn't do it, so he basically just did the whole thing.
Slight alterations to make it work for one person,
but not alterations in opinion or alterations in the actual content of the script.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, that was a bit of a cop-out maybe, but
that's the answer, right? Yeah.
Genuinely, I feel the same about Fog of Love. It was kind of, the position that it comes from of being written and designed by a psychologist is maybe not the best kind of... maybe not the happiest. He hasn't had the happiest experiences of couples in his...
Yeah, that was your line. For example, I said,
Yeah, just things like that. So Efka just said what I had said, really. So, sorry, but it's the same. It really is genuinely the same.
I think we missed the question. Any chance of some Rado crossovers while he's in London?
So. Yeah,
maybe
we really
hope so. Yeah, I mean,
he's a busy man, but
a busy man. But I'm just repeating everything you're saying.
Is he going to bring his dogs to London?
Well, yeah.
Or is he going to have them straight from Malta?
We need to find out. That's the important thing. Are Rado's dogs there? I
spent some time in the back of his car with his dogs. It was the best experience ever. Just so you know.
Yeah, his dogs are amazing. Have you guys ever thought about designing your own game?
No, we've had this question before.
Yeah.
I mean, we thought about it and gone, yeah, it's a really bad idea. But we're not designers of games.
No.
If we have like some kind of light bulb moment and come up with an amazing idea, then sure. But
I had that light bulb moment
a little bit.
Yeah, and so then I was in Essenspiel and I was having lunchtime conversation with a designer. I won't name who, just because I think it's funnier that way. And so this designer is like, "Oh, I've got this idea about a game," and I'm like, "Go ahead, tell me." And he basically like just listed out like my idea to me, and I'm sitting there and going, "This is very interesting." And what's really, really painful, this is what I'm saying to myself in my head, is that you're a designer, so you're actually gonna hopefully make this idea come to fruition.
That's right.
Well, that's actually. Do you know what? It's not sad. Yeah, it's better because then an actually competent person will do the job and hopefully do it well. Along the line of promos. Skipped over. Yeah, I know. If you could get an open included promo for any game, which game would it be?
What?
If we like
translate for me, please.
Right. Okay. So if we could have a promo for a game, but the promo was like no pun included branded.
Oh, I like the idea of having sheep meeples that are no pun included branded. Actually.
Yeah. We would like components rather than promos.
So a sheep that's like turquoise and yellow, turquoise with the yellow face and has like the logo on the side. I would really like that.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Rado asks, hello Rado. What's with lack of Efka's Lithuanian accent? Efka's lack with the
I beat it out of him.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
I don't think I ever had an accent actually, because I don't know. It was the same with me with Russian. Now, if I spoke Russian, I would have a very, very heavy accent. But Russian is not my main language. I learned it just like I learned English, right? But apparently, I didn't have that sort of Baltic accent that's common to Baltic countries who's like Baltic people who speak Russian. Does that make sense? No?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so I generally, instead of having like a strong accent in like a language, I just develop a kind of a pan sort of way of speaking. But saying that, when I was trying to speak French, you told me I was speaking with an Eastern European accent.
Is true.
Yeah. But because I didn't learn French early on in my life, maybe that's different, because I know that language acquisition works in a
Yeah, in a different way.
In a different way.
But you learned, I mean, you're kind of repeating what I was saying, and I have an English accent when I speak French, so that's weird. But yeah, I don't know. Well, certainly when you read out a word that's French, you put the stresses where you put the stresses is quite Eastern European.
Yeah, but actually when I moved to England, everyone used to say to me, like, oh, where in America are you from? Because apparently I sounded really American, and now I don't think I sound like that at all. Yeah, so it must have changed over time. Elaine, what is your favourite type
of tea?
I answered that question in the previous live stream,
okay.
so yeah.
Do you mean tea as in food? Like, what do I like to have for tea?
No, I think tea.
Oh, tea. What?
Be honest.
I really like a tea called Genmaicha, which is
what I said.
Is that what you said? Yeah, I'm fickle. Oh, the cat's back. Yeah, it's really good. And did you tell them about the Tokyo Diner?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to repeat that, but it's really good.
Yeah. So, a couple of quid for full-time Elaine does seem like a bargain. Presumably it will be more content. Yes!
It is a bargain. I am a bargain. I'm quite cheap. Hopefully it will mean more content. That is kind of the idea. If I can... So at the moment I'm spending a lot of my life at my actual job. And it would be really super if this could become my actual job. That's kind of the idea behind the...
Yeah, and obviously 2 people working at it, yeah.
2 people. So if this was my job, then I would put as much time, energy and effort into it. No, I would put more time, energy and effort into it as I do my actual job now.
You shouldn't probably say that in case someone from your actual job is watching.
No, I put a lot of effort into my job.
That's true. Actually, one of the reasons I try to hassle Elaine with no pun included stuff as little as possible is because when she comes home, I can see like the wear of work on her face.
I also adore spreadsheets, and Efka doesn't. So that would be a thing that I could be good at doing as part of the channel. So it's lots more content.
You bringing spreadsheets as a selling point. Okay.
Spreadsheets. I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, so it's more content and also more help with Efka, because he does all the editing and all the kind of managing the channel, kind of behind the scenes, all the tweeting. We did the Instagram together. Yeah. That's about it. And, you know, it is a lot of work for one person to do. So
and all the script writing right now.
And all the script writing. Well, yeah, the majority of the script writing.
You've been kind of dabbling more with it.
Yeah, I've been trying. But I just don't get the time to sit down and script write. So, yeah, I really, really want to be part of that as well and just be involved in the whole thing, in the whole process. So, and hopefully the content, will be...
Better?
Yeah.
More definitely, but better.
I was thinking, well, if I write the script, maybe I can't promise that. But we'll hopefully be better and be just as good, definitely.
I think you're the better script writer, if I'm honest, but that's just me. Right, I lost questions.
Yeah, we've had some questions.
Hello guys, love your channel, always intending. Do you ever get haters, lots of dislikes on YouTube, and does it bother you? How do you deal with it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can.
All right, because I mostly deal with it, so I'll be open. And yes, we do from time to time. Not a lot, but from time to time. They mostly disappear from the comment section very quickly if we can control it. So being somewhere like our YouTube channel or our webpage, it doesn't happen on the webpage really, but.
No.
Anyway,
so on YouTube. And on Twitter.
We want to curate our own community, but also we want to curate our own workspace.
Yeah.
Like for me, this is work, so I want to be comfortable where I work. So I feel like pruning as much as possible. Yeah.
Anything that you wouldn't necessarily to say to someone in real life is also not acceptable to say online, and I know that's kind of a trite thing by now, but where I work, we kind of have a zero tolerance for people being swine to you. So I want, and why shouldn't everywhere that you work feel like that? So yeah, can I tell the story about me being shouty, or is it too?
Oh no, yeah, go ahead.
Is that fine? So I wasn't sure if I could say it just because it may be a bit, I don't know, weird. But
Yes.
so in 2 of the videos, someone commented that I was being shouty and like trying to force things and being very kind of teachery and very strict and shouty, extra shouty. So, and I kind of took that to heart, and then in the next couple of videos I was very quiet, and when I was saying the review, and then someone commented, maybe the same person, I don't know, commented, why is Elaine so quiet? What's wrong with her? So, like, you're never going to win that kind of battle.
Yeah. So, does it bother you now?
No.
No, stop caring?
I will be shouty if I want. Sorry, I just probably broke everyone's headphones.
Mr. Rado is asking, what game do we two really disagree strongly on? Details.
Is there one?
Yeah, probably. I just can't think of anything right now.
I'm not a big fan of miniatures games. You like miniatures games a lot more than I do.
But we don't disagree on it. We don't go like, you know, this game's good, and you're like, no, this game's Between Two Cities.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't know why I don't like that game. It's a fine game, but just I don't like it.
I really like drafting games, and I like tile placement games, and I like city building games. And
yeah, but I like all those things too. Well, no, I like drafting.
You don't like city building games.
I don't like city building. That's true.
That is
a
thing.
Drafting.
Yeah. And I really like drafting. I'm like, Elaine, but don't you get it? It's like a draft, but where you have to talk to the person to the right and to the left. And Elaine's like,
yeah, but sure.
Yeah.
I can talk to people like in my own time. I don't need to do it in a board game.
Ooh, wow. Man vs. Meeple had custom promos. Great for them. We don't really want custom promos, and we don't want to hassle publishers too much because we want to be as independent as possible. This is the only concession.
Or maybe NPI socks. That's not really a promo though.
No, that's just merch.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Good ideas though. Keep shooting them, Elaine.
This is why I'm trying to go full time.
Listening to any good non-board game podcasts. I'm enjoying the Magnus Archives currently. Yes, I'm listening
go on.
to Underwater Sunshine by Adam Duritz and his friend whose name I can't remember. Adam Duritz is the lead singer of Counting Crows and generally a very knowledgeable man when it comes to music. And I very much enjoyed listening to the new podcast because every Wednesday you get an episode where they kind of dissect a genre or maybe a couple of like bands that are part of the same movement or just one band, you know, or a singer-songwriter or something like that. And they play the music from those people as well, because you get this little nice hit of like, I get what this is about. And they often explore something like a part of music that I might have overlooked or something like that.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
It's a good podcast.
Yeah.
If you're kind of into finding out new music, I recommend it.
New old music.
New music to you. I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So Underwater Sunshine. I think it's on the Counting Crows website.
I listen to the Twilight Zone podcast because I'm a huge Twilight Zone fan, and the guy that presents it and writes it is incredibly knowledgeable about the subject and is really interesting and does get guests on there and covers different episodes. But the one that I've been listening to that for a long time, but the one that I'm really enjoying is one at the moment is one called The Other Stories, which is kind of a Twilight Zone-y theme, but it's little stories. They're really short. They're like 20 minutes, half an hour, and it's community driven. So you can submit your own story to them, and they have a theme. So they do like fun fairs or fairy tales or Egypt or something, and you have to write a short story around that theme, and if they like it they'll professionally narrate it and edit it.
Wow.
And yeah, it's good.
Are you going to submit a story, Elaine?
No, I'm not, because but I'm really enjoying listening to it.
Okay, that sounds cool. I didn't know about this.
It is cool.
Yeah. What as your video that was your video you most enjoyed to produce? I love Scythe.
You enjoyed that, going to Lithuania.
Yeah, I did enjoy going to Lithuania. Yeah. I think like the sketch was too long at the start, but I really I'm not talking about Scythe. I didn't make that clear.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the Captain Sonar video.
Oh, Yeah.
So we filmed that on my birthday, and we filmed the entire intro to to The Office in Slough, where the original Office was filmed.
The intro was too long.
No,
Well, maybe a little bit.
the whole
rambly bit.
The rambly bit, was too
maybe.
long. But like the actual where we just took like shots of Slough and put it on the Office theme.
Well, the handbags and Gladware.
Yeah. I think that was that was brilliant.
Really well,
yeah.
That was
and
cool.
we did it with our old camera, which we're using right now. So how the quality came out looking like it was looking, I have no idea. And it was handheld pans as well, and it looks smooth as butter, right? So
I'm quite often location scout for our videos generally, but like in Slough, I was like, I know all these places in Slough. Oh, they're gone now. They pulled it down. Okay, never mind.
Like the very first shot is the Brunel bus station, and Brunel bus station
is not there.
It's not there. Yeah.
But we did find some good locations. So,
Hey, remember when you found the quarry where we filmed the first Martians video? That was insane. Elaine's like, I found this quarry, which has a lot of sand, and maybe it could be Mars, and it was Mars in the end. Yeah.
But we had to angle the camera so it didn't have like
tufts growing out of grass.
Tufts, but
the sand.
What do you call them? Like concrete pipes that people use for skating.
Oh yeah, but it's an abandoned quarry. There's like nothing there. It's literally just a quarry that no one uses, and it's kind of overgrowing with vegetation and stuff.
I think my favourite to make was the Meeple Circus video.
Oh, that. Oh,
okay,
that was awesome. I wonder if we said before that we've largely improvised that entire little movie that we shot. No, but we did, didn't we? Yeah. That was cool. And the shot with the Charlie Chaplin guy.
That was complete luck. The statue of Charlie Chaplin was just there. We were like, wow, okay.
Yeah, and then there was the Charlie Chaplin impersonator, whom we didn't ask if we could film him. We just did.
Oh, he didn't mind, I don't think.
No.
It just worked out so well. And I love silent comedy, so I think that's why it's my favourite, because it's kind of like being part of that. So I really, really love doing that.
I have one more space in my board game collection. No.
Oh, okay.
I love space, but I'll never get Twilight Imperium put to the table. What on earth can I do? Probably just don't worry about getting Twilight Imperium to the table.
No.
I guess there's a recommendation that is forthcoming. Sidereal Confluence. That's the best space game, I would say. Yeah, there you go. If you can, it's a lot less intensive than Twilight Imperium. You can play it with 4 people. It'll take a couple of hours. The rules can be a bit bare to grok when you're reading the rulebook, and when you're teaching. But when you start playing, it's pretty intuitive. It is not. Obviously, negotiation games are not for everyone.
No.
But I think it's more accessible than some reviewers made it out to be. So I would say Sidereal Confluence is your space game. Anything?
I agree.
Okay.
Gaia Project maybe as well, because it's set in space.
Yeah.
I feel like space.
But it doesn't. It's not.
It doesn't feel like space.
Yeah,
but
I don't feel like it's a space game. It's a game that
in
has
space.
Yeah. You guys remind me of my friends Mike and Sharon.
Oh, hi, Mike and Sharon.
No, Mike and Sharon aren't watching. It's Mike and Sharon's friend that is watching.
Mike and Sharon. Why do we remind them?
They're living the dream out in Shanghai, designing IKEA stores. Where do you guys hope to be in the future?
Wow, designing an IKEA store. How do you even do that? Wow.
Where do you hope to be in the future, Elaine?
Where do I hope to be?
Yeah. I think you broke Elaine. Shall we move on?
Where do you hope to be, Efka?
I'm just trying to do an impression of you, yeah.
Sorry. That was some dead air there. Sorry about that. I don't know, really. That's a really good question. I've no idea. Wherever the wind takes me.
Okay. Is there a game that you're looking forward to reviewing or playing the most? I'm looking forward to Star Wars Legion. Haven't played it yet. Looking very much forward to trying it. What about you? It's a miniature game though, so yeah.
No, I don't think there's a particular one that I'm looking
No,
for.
you don't get hyped about games.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I'm very cynical. I'm sure I've said that before, but until I've played it and see what it's like for myself,
Yeah.
I find it hard to get excited about a game
Mm.
when all I've seen is like a picture of it or a Kickstarter video, if it was a Kickstarter product. Or whatever.
Flow of History, because that just came in the mail. I'm excited
Yeah.
about playing that.
Yeah.
And also Cytosis, which is a game about cells.
I'm not, sorry, I was just going to
Yeah.
add that. I'm not just a cynic, but I'm a very kind of hands-on person. So
Yeah, you're not really a cynic. You're
No, I
you're
guess
more
not.
like cautious.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say. So yeah. High Society as well. Haven't played that ever, and it's a Rainer Knizia, and the artwork looks lovely on the new
Yeah, you're
edition.
looking
So
forward to that.
I'm gonna try and play that tomorrow.
The
so.
art does look good, yeah.
Are there any games that you think the other person is too?
There's a ladybird on our computer screen.
There really is.
Wait, let me get it off.
Okay. There are so many questions.
We sometimes have a ladybird infestation.
Sometimes.
So you know.
Yeah. Are there any games that you think the other person is too cooperative while playing?
No.
No, we just
No.
have our own jam, right?
Yeah.
I sometimes wish Elaine was a little bit more like competitive, actually.
I'm not super competitive. So
Yeah.
if I notice that, I don't know, like, I'm going to come across in the wrong way. I was just going to say, if I notice Efka has done something that's going to lose him points, then I'll tell him. But he will tell me the same thing. Like, we tend to be quite cooperative, especially when we're playing for the first time in our own house. Obviously, we wouldn't do that in a game group because let people play their own games, but we tend to do it to each other.
Which of us is the better cook?
I think we have our different jams again. I
Yeah.
can't make jam. I love to make jam.
You're
But,
better at baking for sure.
I am better at baking, yeah.
I've made like pie once, maybe.
And I'm good at kind of home, well, fairly good at home kind of food, you know, like meat and vegetables and stuff like that. And you're good at being creative and making Japanese soups,
Yeah.
which are amazing.
Yeah. I spent 8 hours making stock, for example, and I was perfectly okay with that. I obviously didn't stand in the kitchen for 8 hours. I just let it simmer for most of it and wrote scripts and
Took
stuff.
some wallpaper off though.
But yeah, I did take some of the wallpaper off, so
Yeah.
I'm responsible for.
If you don't want to hire a steamer to take your wallpaper off, just make stock.
I can make delicious food, but I am responsible for a lot of the kitchen disasters that befall us. So yeah.
I'm more clumsy though, so I did make a really nice crumble once, and then took it out the oven and dropped it straight on the floor. So yeah.
Sorry, I joined late. You guys Destiny players? No, we don't play
No.
Destiny. Oh, actually, no, it's
No.
not true. I played Destiny 2 and it was okay.
I have not, yeah.
Yeah. If you played it, did you enjoy Time Stories Estrella Drive?
We haven't.
No,
Yeah,
no.
no.
We have 2 copies of it. We're promising John Perkis our copy, but
Yeah.
we haven't seen him since ages,
No, we
actually.
haven't.
Yeah.
No.
John Perkis, where are you?
But we're very much looking forward to, I'm very much looking forward to playing Estrella Drive.
I didn't even realise there was an NPI webpage. There is.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, we focus on YouTube mostly, but there is. Hey you guys, I just joined. Thanks for the great work, and I'm happy to be able to help your campaign. I wish Elaine can go full time.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Me too. Me too. And everyone's been so kind and so nice with it, and I'm so appreciative to the people that have already backed us and the people that are gonna back us and the people that have even shared our stuff. If they can't financially give us anything, then just sharing our stuff. I'm so grateful for all of that.
How much of the Kickstarter funding is budgeted towards kitchen utensils? I was thinking about buying like like a meat grinder.
Yeah, he really was. So if I disappear entirely off the channel, you'll know why.
Wow. That went dark.
Some of our budget goes towards rubbish, though.
Yeah. Hence the
That
bag
aren't
of junk.
necessarily kitchen utensils, but things like spatulas.
We did buy a police helmet today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's a spoiler for the next video. Do you think you will be doing a full video review of Charterstone? The answer is
No. Sorry.
Edward enjoyed the Meeple Circus intro. Wasn't thrilled with the dead elephant though.
No,
No.
sorry about that.
Uh,
That wasn't our fault though. It's the game.
Could we see some two-player playthroughs? Asks Carla, and we would say if we fund.
That is something we have in the what's the phrase? Anyway, no, carry on. Nothing. I don't know.
What?
Sorry. What's the phrase? We have it in the
pipeline.
Pipeline. I wanted to say part line. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love to do that. We want to make sure that we put our own spin on it. You know, and do it the way that we want to do it. So, and we wouldn't want to do it with it not being good enough for us.
Yeah.
So that's why we haven't done it yet. But yeah, we would love to do that, especially with Clask.
Yeah. We want to
Clask
do.
would be
We
brilliant.
really want to do a playthrough of Clask,
Yeah.
just hitting the ball back and forth, back and
If
forth.
you've not
back and
played
forth, back and forth.
Clask, it's brilliant.
Klask.
Yeah. You can YouTube the British Championships of Clask. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you were not reviewers of board games, what other nice product, hobby, or activity would you review?
I would review Efka's hair, I think.
I would review movies.
Okay.
Yeah. Empires of the Void 2 is a pretty good space game too. Any chance you'll review it? So we played a two-player game of Empires of the Void, and
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
The Ryan Lockett game with the space and the planets.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
With the space and the planets.
And Space and the Planets.
Yeah.
There's another Space and the Planets.
Don't think it works very well at two players, so we kind of shelved it for a little bit.
Yeah,
and
but maybe if we can get a table of people together to play it.
Rado is asking, any hints as to what your approach to film playthroughs would be? Sure, I guess because I've been mostly worrying about that.
Yeah.
I can give a
Sure.
few hints. So we want to approach it in a way where we create a narrative around the game, and that doesn't. When I say a narrative, it doesn't necessarily mean a story. But I think one of the things that playthroughs now don't focus on is actually like sort of creating a narrative of the game, something that like happens, you know, like if anyone's ever seen Inside Llewyn Davis, there.
And if you haven't, you should.
And if you haven't, you
It's
should.
a great film.
So it's a Coen Brothers
It's a bit
film.
sweary though, so.
Where there's the whole subplot with a cat that's gone missing, and apparently, like in an interview, the Coens said basically, well, the cat wasn't originally in the film, but then someone said to us, you should have a plot in this film, so they added a whole missing cat story. So we feel like board game playthroughs could have more cat. So.
Yeah, I wonder where you were going with
Yeah.
that a little bit.
No,
I know what you mean though, but
no,
have a narrative feel to it.
Yeah, we want to, and we want to use some techniques that are used in different kinds of videography to evoke that narrative. And by that, I don't mean like goofy sketches or anything like that. We mean like playing with what happens in the game in terms of how it's presented on the screen. So we have a lot of ideas. We'll see if it works. But yeah, we need gear for that. So. What member of the Dice Tower do you most identify with? Not on a board game taste level, but more like BuzzFeed quiz result.
Oh, that'd be amazing for the BuzzFeed quiz.
I think I know your answer.
Well, I know that Z likes Iron Brew, so
Yeah.
and I'm a big fan of Iron Brew, so
Yeah.
I guess Z.
Yeah, Z's a good answer. I'll just for the sake of differentiating, I'll say Tom.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Sam.
Do I hope to be in the future? Yes, I do.
That's from Rob Stevenson, by the way. So you know who's responsible for this game question.
It is a game. It's only a game.
If no, what games would you think about playing? I think that's a follow-up from Rado to
What's the last question?
To what kind of playthroughs we would be doing. Yeah.
Ones that interest us.
Yeah.
And that we think will come across well.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how much we're gonna like dabble with the heavier Eurogame territory because because that's hard to achieve what we want to
think
do
so,
with
yeah.
it. You know, not because we don't like playing those games. We love playing them, obviously, but
I think they don't necessarily come across well.
I think they come across well, but not with what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
They wouldn't come across well with what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Right. Okay. There's a clarification from Rob Stevenson. When do you hope to be in the future?
When do I hope to be?
Oh God, Rob. Hey, Tom Heaps in the stream. Meeple Circus was his favorite intro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, ramen. We meant ramen. Ever doing a top 100 games? No.
What does oat mean?
Of all time.
Top games with oats in them. No, I don't think so. I might do I don't know, top games to play whilst you're eating toast.
Yeah.
Or top games to play underwater. Or top games to play on a ski slope. Or top games to play etc.
Anyway, not top 100, but I am actually considering doing FCA's top 10 games.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah. So I'm not sure you are, but
what, considering doing Effort's top 10?
You should.
I couldn't say that then.
Yeah.
I think that would be weird. No, I'm very fickle. So probably not.
Star Wars Destiny ?
Yes, Star Wars Destiny.
There's a box of Star Wars Destiny behind Elaine. I don't know. They can probably see it. Yeah, that's an eternal reminder of not being overly ambitious. We had this project we were going to do with Star Wars Destiny, and it
didn't work out.
It didn't work out. It was going to be multiple episodes, and Asmodee sent us a whole
they were so
bucket load of them. I mean, I think something like 4 booster boxes or something like that, and so I think I just keep it A as kind of like a reminder, and B, well, at least it's in all our videos, you know, because we never did anything
like a trophy of what not to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't be over ambitious. So there you go. Any chance with another crossover with Shut Up and Sit Down? Maybe. They're very busy people.
They are very busy people.
Yeah, we'd love to. It depends on them. Badger them, not us, basically.
Oh, greetings from Germany. Hello, Germany. Guten Abend.
Which of the videos filmed so far was the hardest to develop?
Oh, I don't know.
They're all about equally the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's not one that's been like...
No, I don't think
I mean,
so.
some have an excessive shooting time sometimes, but yeah, any videos with both of us together are harder to make. I can straight up tell you that, because I mean they come out better because there's so much more idea bounce back.
I think we were also more ambitious with those videos.
Yeah, because there's 2 of us, so we go like ham on them. Yeah.
Not ham.
Well, yeah. I guess it's ambiguous when Richard Ham is in the chat, so yeah. That got dark pretty quickly. I was thinking more of props than murder tools.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why my brain went there.
What is your favourite game to play as a couple?
Oh, naughty games. Is that...
No. What games how I understand the question, by the way, and I'm just being facetious here. But at what point, like, when do you think we play as a couple and not as a couple?
Like Two-Headed Giant.
Oh, right, yeah, like in Magic, yeah, as a team.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, I don't think we've got a favourite game to play, have we? Just the 2 of us? Oh, well...
Well, it'll be for fun, so it'll be something like Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, or Time Stories, or something like that, yeah. Although Time Stories... Oh, Class! Oh my god, yes, Class! Yes, we play a lot of Class. Yeah, so there you go.
We're not sponsored by Class.
Who are the friends that we play games with? So, if you go on our Instagram account, one of the latest pictures there will feature our friend wearing a very special t-shirt, and
It's an amazing t-shirt.
Yeah, you'll be able to...
He surprised us with it.
Yeah, there's a reason we're sending you there, so go check it out when the stream's done. Yeah, friends mostly who come to our local club that we've gotten friendly with and play games with. Yeah, just friends from the area that play board games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes we go to the other club in St Albans as well and play more games. And sometimes we'll go out to London and play in London at London on Board or whatever. But yeah, and sometimes people will come visit us from San Francisco and then we'll play games in London. And that did happen, yeah. So that was cool.
I mean, they weren't visiting us, really. They were just visiting London.
Yeah, but we happened to.
But that was super cool, yeah.
Have you thought about doing more of the live playthroughs on Tabletopia like you did for Scythe? No, we enjoyed doing it, but we don't think it's particularly riveting content. So.
No, and I'm really bad at Tabletopia. I keep picking up other players' bits, so accidentally.
Why is the channel called No Pun Included?
Because we feature a lack of puns.
Yeah. I've Rado caught up with the video. I can say, Elaine, the dogs will be in the country.
Yes!
And we will have a van, so we could just drive you around with the dogs in the back.
This is like my ideal day out.
Elaine is super stoked. Top games to play inebriated while skiing underwater.
That one, yeah, I should do that one. Hello, Mexico.
Hello, Mexico. As board games seem to be becoming more and more profession for you, what other things you like to do in free time that you would consider your hobbies?
I might actually go to the library in my free time.
I like vinyl.
No, you do
because I'm a hipster apparently, but I really do. Yeah, I have my Rega turntable over there, and I really enjoy it. And we've been going out to the cinema more because it's nice.
Yeah.
What's hey, your impressions on oh god, the Daniel Day-Lewis film Phantom Thread?
I mean, it was fine. I thought it was a very is this as a board game reviewer?
Yeah.
I thought it was a very well put together film. It was well acted and it was brilliantly directed. Actually, I thought that was great. The soundtrack was brilliant as well. Sorry, everything's brilliant.
Yeah.
The soundtrack really fitted in, but I didn't like the film. It was just a little bit too on the nose without spoiling anything. I just was creeped out a little bit by it.
Yeah, we came out of the cinema and the first word your first words were, "I did not like that. It was too creepy."
Yeah.
To which I can perfectly sympathize with.
Film.
Yeah. Right, there we go. There's a little bit of an insight into what we do. We watch films and stuff and listen to music, like most people, I guess.
I like going for walks as well.
Yeah, we like going for walks. Yeah, which makes us old people.
I know, I was just going to say that.
But we do like going for walks, yeah.
Can I make something up that I do in my free time, like jet skiing?
Ski karate.
Ooh.
Yeah. I have to say your videos keep instilling the GIF creation in me. I have a backlog of what I want to create. And it's hard to keep up. Love your videos.
Yeah, I really love the GIFs.
We made someone buy Meeple Circus.
Okay, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. Do you ever get tired of playing new games and just want to settle down with a classic? All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
No, I don't.
No, that's why I'm into like reprints of classics now because it's like it's new, but it's also not. So that's kind of cool.
We do occasionally get to play older games. No, not really. I quite like finding out about new games. Sorry, yeah.
No, it's cool. Have you ever played any Spanish board games? Probably.
No, I don't know.
Probably.
Played Portuguese board games.
Yeah, but that's not Spain.
But that's not. Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, we've been to Spain. Actually,
to Spain.
That's not quite true. We've been to Catalan.
Yeah.
Or Catalonia.
Catalonia.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So it's a dangerous territory we're wading in right now. Yeah. So let's abandon that. We've been to the peninsula of Spain.
Sorry. Yeah.
Are you still loving Nippon? Have you played much Gaia Project recently? I've not played Gaia since review because we have to review other games and Gaia takes up a lot of time. I'm looking forward to when I can play it again, and you're looking forward to Gaia as well.
I enjoy Gaia. Yeah.
Nippon, it's been a while. Yeah. So, there. You guys should have a search goal with a handbook of the art of making puns, it would be thematic.
Don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, don't make puns. We can make bad jokes.
We can make bad jokes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
There are many more questions. At some point, this camera will just die, by the way, because the battery will run out, and that's when the stream ends.
I actually like puns.
Which Daniel Day-Lewis film would you would make the best board game? Definitely Gangs of New York, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Phantom Thread would make a very weird board game.
No, that's just Fog of Love. Yeah. What are our favorite foods? What's your favorite food, Elaine?
Sushi, I think.
That's a
I'm
good
looking
shout.
at you as if you're going to tell me.
No.
Like you can help me. Yeah, probably sushi.
There's
Yeah.
two more I can think of that you really like.
Yeah, I really like lasagna, but I don't eat cheese, so yeah. What else do I like? Chili. I like chili because I like any meal that you can eat crisps and say, yeah, I'm eating my dinner. Because basically you have crisps with chili. I like that. What about you?
It's hard to say. You know, with me and favorites, I don't really do favorites very much. Yeah. No. I don't know what. I'm very diverse in terms of food, and generally I have broad tastes
really,
in everything.
Yeah, I think it's a really boring answer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but like, yeah, I like a good steak just as much as I like.
You know what we did get though?
A good burger or sushi or vegetable salad sometimes or whatever. Like really,
depends on the day.
Yeah, it depends on the day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want like lasagna for breakfast.
No.
We did get some really cool blue eggs the other day though.
That's true.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
They're really fancy.
I do like. I'm on a real ramen kick right now. Yeah, like I'm exploring like the really really dark depths of ramen. I mean, yeah, you don't want to go that far. We're running low on questions now. Fan of pinball? Sure. Haven't played it since ages. And are there any good pinball bars around you? Nah, no.
No.
There's nothing good around us here. Yeah.
I know that there's a Twilight Zone themed version of a pinball game.
Elaine, if you join full time, will you be joining the podcast too?
I don't know. I enjoyed being a guest on the podcast. I don't know if I want to take over and like butt in on their podcast. I think it's a really good podcast as it is.
Thank you.
And yeah, probably not. I would like to guest more on it though. I think
sounds good.
We'll do like a monthly slot.
We do like one episode a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean. Like every 4 episodes or something. Do a slot.
Would you rather play Monopoly with good friends or a great game with annoying people? Yeah, Monopoly with good friends.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I have played Monopoly with good friends. Yeah. And I would. And
then you subsequently tried to convince them not to play Monopoly and play something else.
In fact, I tried to convince them before to not play Monopoly. I tried to convince them to play Temnice de Mostvo. Mysterium. But they wanted to play Monopoly, so that's what we played, and we had a fine time.
Favourite worker placement game? I suppose Mombasa qualifies because it does have worker placement in it amongst 5,000 other different mechanisms.
So yours is Mombasa?
Yeah. Well, no, that's a cop-out answer because it's not worker placement, you know. It does have worker placement.
I'm looking at our board games now. We're both looking at our board games because
yeah, like
I can't think of
what's left out of worker placement games, you know.
I really like the Gallerist.
Theoretically, it's worker movement, but yeah.
I'm trying to think of my favourite worker placement.
Right now, between Feasts for Odin, which I know we didn't review that like super positively,
you really like that,
but it's grown on me a lot, and I still enjoy Anachrony, but more kind of because of its aesthetics and the whole kind of the interplay between buildings.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
I don't think I don't think it's the best worker placement game or anything like that, but I do enjoy it still to this moment. So
I don't think I have an answer to that, really. Sorry.
Yeah. Worker placement is, like, I haven't played a worker placement game that I've really enjoyed that was just, like, mostly a worker placement game.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The derivatives and variations is what kind of, you know,
make the difference, yeah.
Favorite foods, not chicken and waffles.
No,
somehow not. Yeah, I wonder why.
Combination of foods. I'm not sure I like odd combinations of foods. Like, I don't like meat and cheese together. Not that I eat cheese anymore, but... And I don't like... It's like eating chocolate and carrots. It's just weird. I don't know. It might work, but...
Yeah.
When I was a kid, actually, in Asda, I think, they used to sell chocolate carrots in a tin. But literally what it was like those tinned baby carrots that you tipped out into a pan, and it had like chunks of chocolate in it. So I don't even know how you were supposed to eat it. But a friend of mine and I bought some and had it for our tea once.
Interesting story, Elaine.
Sorry. Yeah, it wasn't...
What book or books would you like to see turned into a board game?
I would like to see... what's that David Mitchell book? Cloud Atlas turned into a board game. I think that would be amazing.
I would like to see Philip K. Dick's Ubik turned into a board game because that could actually happen.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, Cloud Atlas, I don't see how you turn that. I mean,
no,
okay.
neither do I, but I would like to.
I would like to, yeah. I would like to see that done well, but good luck.
Yeah.
Ubik, I think, can be done, but, like, it as a social deduction game, maybe. I think that would work. Yeah. Typically, how long does a video take to write, film, edit, then publish? Oh, too long.
Like 10 days.
Yeah, a week to 10 days.
Depending on postage.
Yeah, I really enjoy the podcast and wish it happened more frequently.
Oh.
Yes, but I mean, we wish that too, but John has his own thing going, we have our own thing going, and then we have to somehow schedule that between when I'm not working with Elaine, when I have Elaine available to me, and when I'm not bound to do something else, like make...
And it's also time differences.
The news and time differences, and yeah, podcast is obviously a lot of people respond to it very positively, and we enjoy spending time together with John. We wish we could just have more time to just chat, you know. So yeah, and I know John's also really fond of doing the podcast. He mentions it regularly because I think he's subconsciously afraid that maybe, like, you know, I'm not so much into the podcast. I'm into the podcast. Yeah. I've been editing it before. Now John's editing it, which is a load off. So that's a good thing. But yeah, we wish it happened more, but it's scheduling. So yeah. Were you still good friends afterwards?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume that's to the Monopoly question. Yeah, we didn't actually finish it. We just played it until we got a bit bored. It was an Avengers themed Monopoly, actually, because my friend is a huge Avengers fan. And yeah, we just played it till we got bored, and then we ate some pizza. So yeah, it was good.
Do you ever feel creatively stuck as a board game reviewer? Well, that's funny. Our next sketch is literally about that.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
So yes, yeah.
How do we get past that? Do we watch Adaptation with Nicolas Cage?
I do watch films. I read books. Books are pretty good, actually.
Yeah, books are pretty good. I sometimes stick my head in a bucket of water for a bit. That helps.
No, you don't. But
you don't know that.
Okay.
You're not with me 24/7.
That's true. Are we planning to go to any conventions in the UK?
Yes, UK Games Expo.
We have a show.
We have a show there.
At UK Games Expo.
Please come and watch.
9 p.m. Toot Sweet on Saturday. The show is going to be amazing.
It will be fine.
It will be really good. I promise you. Like, if you're like, oh, whatever show. No, really, come watch our show. You will not regret it. There.
And what else are you going to do on a Saturday evening?
Yeah, like play board games?
Play board games?
Come on.
Go to the pub? No.
Yeah. Come watch our show. If you could have a lame superpower, what would it be? Being able to turn my hands into electric whisks.
Oh. Like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, but like they would transform into whisks.
Esca whisk hands.
And I would just put my hands into the bowl with eggs and just like eggy bread.
Nice.
Done. Yeah.
Nice. What's a lame superpower?
That would be a lame superpower.
Is that lame?
I think it's pretty lame.
But it might be really useful. What if, like, a cat got stuck somewhere and the only way that you could get it out was by
whisking the tree.
whisking the tree. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean. I don't want a lame superpower. I'm lame enough as it is. So.
Are we considering designing a board game? We've already answered that question
We are
today,
not.
so you'll have to go back and watch the stream from the start.
No, is the TLDR version of that.
Do you have any particular plans for RPG-related content coming up? Oh, Rob, it's like you know me in real life. That's all I'm going to say. What would you say was your least favorite video review you created? Oh, it jumped over.
I don't think I have. Oh, no. There is one, but we took it off the channel.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Star Realms.
No, I think it's still on the channel.
Is it still on the channel?
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be. There's
Yeah.
one for Star Realms that's garbage. Please don't watch it if it's still there.
Everyone's going to go watch it now, you know that.
It's really early on, and it's really negative, and it's like... If that's
It's so unprofessional.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
unprofessional.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not that I'm going to immediately swarm in on it and watch it with the most scrutinizing eye.
Good.
Yeah,
No,
good.
don't. Because
Yeah.
it really is genuinely... Like, I know people say that. Like, oh, don't watch, it's terrible. It's genuinely... Yeah, please don't.
Yeah. Do you all ever support other media running Kickstarters? Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
A lot, actually.
Yeah.
I have 4 concurrent Patreon accounts. Well, one of them is not Patreon because it's Shut Up and Sit Down.
Yeah.
I've backed other creators on Kickstarter and on Indiegogo, and a lot.
Yeah.
We believe in
Sharing.
not sharing. We believe in this business model, so obviously we'll
Oh, I
support
see.
others
Yeah.
that that do it. So it'd
No,
be
but I
incredibly
think we
hypocritical
believe
not to.
In sharing the space is what I meant with other
Yeah.
people, and all having a nice time together.
Seeing a PC console game like Iron Harvest created based on Scythe World, are there any other board game themes worlds that you would like to turn into PC console game? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I
Yeah.
used to be a big PC gamer, but not anymore. So
Yeah. Not bothered. Maybe. I don't know. If I see something that... I'm sorry.
I'm
so
clearly
professional.
boring you. Thanks.
No, sorry. How many games do you currently own? Estimate. Do you put yourself a max of games you'd ever want to own? However many fit on our shelves?
How many does a calyx hold?
Plus around the calyx,
Plus a few more.
plus in a bookshelf,
Yeah,
and another
I
bookshelf.
think what is important to us is that we
Have space.
have space, but that we like all the games that we have and that we've played. Oh no, not that we've played all the games that we have, but that we're planning to play them, or someone is planning to play them that we like, or one of our friends likes them. Like even if we don't like the game that much, if a friend likes it, then it stays. I think that's important, that what we have, we get some enjoyment out of, rather than just having a massive board games for having a massive board games.
Are we going to UK Games Expo? Yes.
Yeah!
We
Are
answered
you
that
coming
already.
to UK Games Expo? You should. It's brilliant.
Rodo asks, what was the process?
And no, sorry, I found this out yesterday. This is
Yeah.
well, I don't know. This is exciting to me. When we're at UK Games Expo, when it's on, in the hall next door, the darts player Phil the Power Taylor will be in the room, which is just super exciting if you enjoy darts.
Rodo asks, what's the process for working with Isaac on the Gloomhaven missions? I suppose that's mostly to me because I worked on it. A really easy process, actually, because basically I said to Isaac, look, I'm not a game designer, but I have ideas. Can I tell you my ideas and you make them a reality? And that's pretty much what happened. So basically I had an idea for a story and I wrote the story bits, and I designed the concept of the monster, but not the rules and the rules framework of how it works. I said, this is what I want the adventure like to be. This is how I want it to work in the framework of Gloomhaven, and this is what I want the monsters to do. And can you make that happen? And he said, sure. And he came back 2 days later, and he was like, it's done. That was literally it. So Isaac is a legend. I saw somewhere that FK likes particularly card drafting. Any game you can recommend that implements card drafting so I can find it. Oh, what's my favorite
favourite
list of the card
drafting
draftings? I don't even know. Like the thing about drafting is that I don't necessarily just like card drafting. I like drafting in like all of its forms, you know, however it comes. So like pool drafting or whatever.
You really like Orleans.
Yeah, that's not
that.
drafting. That's bag building.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Sorry, I went off piste because you were talking about.
Yeah. Again, looking at my shelf, going,
Yeah.
what's a drafting game I have on the shelf that I really enjoy? I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. I'll think about this question, and then on the next live stream,
Can I just say
please ask it
we're
again.
both really bad at picking a favourite something.
Yeah.
I don't know why. We're just looking at the shelves, going,
Viticulture.
It's really hard.
Viticulture is not a favourite worker placement game.
No. But I do like that game. Oh, that's another game that we kind of disagree on. I really like Viticulture. And
you don't know. So when pressed to push, right? I said, "Do you really like Viticulture?" And you went,
"Yeah." Well, I was under pressure because I don't know.
Were you really under pressure? Did you feel under pressure, or did you answer honestly?
You might laugh at me if I said I did.
Is that really true?
I do like that game. I think it's I think it's a very simple game.
Okay.
But certainly in the right, like with the groups of people, the right groups of people, I think it's a really fun game. It's a bit silly and a bit daft, but yeah.
Fair enough. What do you normally do with games once you've done reviewing it? Have an eBay store?
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Various things.
Yeah.
Sometimes we keep them, sometimes we don't keep them. Sometimes
we give them to our friends
and stuff. Yeah, we figure out what to do with them. Someone loved the Rada crossover video.
Sometimes we cut holes in them and use them like the Viticulture box.
Use them for jokes.
Yeah.
Not just because Richard is watching the stream, but we loved working with him as well. The scene at the beginning of the Vinos deluxe video was all done in one take because Richard is such a legend. So there you go.
Yeah, it really is.
I live in a small studio apartment. What storage solutions do you recommend for board games?
Those gum card games. What are they called? I can't remember.
Paco.
Yeah.
Gum or something. Yeah.
Whatever they're
I
called.
recommend gluing boxes to walls, and then when you.
We did have that for a while, didn't we?
What?
I mean, the empty boxes were glued to the wall.
Oh no! Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but no, I don't know. Board games are climbing all over everything. This is the only corner that kind of looks okay and presentable. Everything else is just.
You can use board games as furniture. I suppose you could sit on them or make a coffee table out. Just get lots of board games and then put a glass sheet over the top of them, and it will look like a coffee table.
Yeah, and when you want to take one of those out from the middle to play on the coffee table,
then you buy another board game.
Yeah,
and put that in its place. There we go.
What if it's Forbidden Desert?
Well, then you use that as a tin for your tea bags as well as the game.
Elaine, have you ever played an 18xx game? If not, do you want to?
I haven't. I would like to have a go, just to try it, but no, I know you don't.
Yeah.
But because I'm quite curious. I'd like to have a go. I don't imagine I will love it, but I would like to have a go just to see what it's like.
Favorite deck building game? I currently own Arctic Scavengers as my go-to, but I'd like to know what's yours. Quest for El Dorado. What about you?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've already been through this. I'm terrible at coming up with things on the spot.
What is your favourite type of style of board game? This is just harder.
Actually, I guess I can answer that. I think games like story-driven games. I really, really enjoy them.
I think, so someone's saying Sidereal Confluence on Amazon is £87 right now. Yeah, I think it's out of print. So
yeah, it's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. Sorry. Sorry for recommending something that's out of print.
Yeah.
How did we first meet?
Do you want to... You can fill this one.
We met in the library.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because Well, I think we've answered this before. Haven't
Yeah,
we?
at some point probably, but
okay.
might as well.
But I feel like I'm getting deja vu. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because of David Mark Chapman, the guy that shot John Lennon. I was reading what's that book called? Catcher in the Rye. And Efka had watched this documentary on David Mark Chapman, and he came into the library. And
No,
said,
I was reading an article. You watched the documentary.
Oh,
I think.
vice versa. And he came in and said, "Do you have this book?" And I said, "We do, but I currently have it. I'll bring it in for you." And then we just got talking about David Mark Chapman and Mark David Chapman. I don't know which way round it is.
Mark David Chapman.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I think I was saying it the wrong way around. And then rest is history.
Would love to see Elaine as a special correspondent in the news. That would be great. What is your favourite Gloomhaven starting character? The one...
Well, I mean, I've only actually played with the one that I'm playing with, the Mind Thief. So
yeah. Or Mind Rat, as they call it.
Mind Rat. Yeah, no, it's Mind Thief.
Yeah.
And he does this.
Yeah. I do like my character, which is the Quadrille Tinkerer. So that one, I guess. Right, last question from Rob Stevenson, and then we're going to cut it off. Would you rather... Well, yeah, okay. I think. Are you enjoying yourself? Well, I think we reached the bottom.
Bored
so,
everybody, you know.
Yeah. Would you rather have access to a celebrity to make a skit better, or a game designer to make the associated review better? A
celebrity like who? Like the Queen?
Yeah.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
Should probably love Castles of Mad King Ludwig.
Yeah. I need a celebrity for one of the sketches, actually, like an actual one. The camera's about to go out, so if you know anyone, let them know that we're looking. And we're going to cut the stream off here. Thank you so much for all your questions. Thank you for watching. The camera's dying.
Yeah, the camera's dying.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you so much for watching.
And go back our Kickstarter
yes,
right
please,
now. Like, do it.
Yeah, if you haven't
do
yet,
it.
please do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.